right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another class in this 1 month training. Start your business in 30 days. This training is designed to help you to start any type of business that you might be interested in starting. So I want you to pay close attention because in the last few classes, we have tried to lay a solid foundation that can sustain any type of business. We started by teaching you how to identify winning business ideas. You know, if you have not gone through that class, please go and listen to that class again. And then we also went further to talk about defining your business. So today we are going to go deeper in the foundation laying exercise where we are going to be discussing how to find your ideal customer. This is a very important topic. This is actually the most important topic. I know you might say almost every topic to me is very important. Yes, I'm so particular about these foundational topics because I was a frustrated business owner for years until I understood that a business is like a building that have layers, it has a foundation, and different other layers. I didn't know I was doing it the wrong way. I didn't know I was pursuing it the wrong way. Okay. And I was wondering why others are succeeding, I'm not succeeding. Until somehow God helped me to begin to identify some of these frameworks and foundational topics that I settled to inculcate into myself before I started seeing a little success in my business. One of those exercises I went through, is using certain metrics to find my ideal customer. One of the major mistakes that we make as business owners is to think that we are called to serve everybody. All right. So we talk to everybody about our product and services. You don't want to sell to everybody. That's a very major and common mistake that business owners or entrepreneurs are making today. Assuming that everybody is your customer. No. You have to come to that realization that not everybody is your customer. All right? Not everybody is your customer. It is very important. And successful marketing in business starts with you knowing your customers well. You have never actually effectively started marketing right until you know who your customer is. So in this class, please pay close attention. I'm going to give you practical ways that you can discover or find who your business has been designed to solve its problem. Remember, in the last class, we asked ourselves a question: what is your business doing to solve a problem? All right. So in this class, we are going to find out that business you want to start or you are running, who is your ideal customer? Who is your ideal customer? I remember taking this class in several trainings I did in P1 for realtors. And at the end of some of those classes, the eyes of these realtors will open up. That's when I will tell them that it's not everybody that can buy land. Before I started teaching this class, it's common to see realtors just enter the street with flyers, and they will just be sharing to everybody, sharing flyer to every Dick and Harry. They will go to Mega Chicken, a very big restaurant on the island. Every big car that they see, they think, and that car must be a rich man. They will give him flyer, not knowing whether the car is driven by a driver, when that is any 150K. So I showed them how to sell to the right customer, how to identify the right client for real estate, where these people are staying online and offline, and how to reach out to them. And a lot of testimonials have come out of those classes. So I'm going to be sharing the same secret with you guys on this class. Okay, so you will see your profit skyrocket by the time you apply some of the things I'm going to be teaching you in this class. So successful marketing starts with knowing your customers well. Very important. A lot of people spend money on Facebook ads, Google ad without getting any result because they don't know this principle I'm about to share with you. They don't even know how to target the right audience. So they just spend money and waste money. We call it spend and pray strategy to marketing. All right, you spray and you pray, spray and pray. You just spray your money. Oh, let it go and bring me customer. Anybody that come, no. If you understand what I'm about to teach you, you become a targeted business owner. You will see that you don't talk to everybody. It's not everybody. I was making a call this evening. Somebody was talking to me on phone, and I boldly told him, sir, with all due respect, you are not my target customer. Because if your customer is arguing with you over your price, it's a sign that they are not your target market. Yeah, you can't call me for a driver. You are telling me you want somebody that will take you to Agbara, and I asked what's your budget. You say 8,000 to 10,000. I immediately told him, sir, you are talking to the wrong agency. And I went down to explain to him how we run. He was apologetic. So I'm so sorry. Don't worry. When I'll come back to you. But I told him before he dropped the car, I said, you are not our target market. Because our target market does not argue with price. My target market does not argue with price. Everything I have designed about my business, by the time it meets the target market, it blends with what they need. This is one sign. You're going to learn how to structure your business like that. If my target market meets my business message anywhere or my marketing, they will just resonate with it. There's nothing like, oh, I cannot afford it. Oh, I cannot. No. They just blend. So even as a realtor, by the time you learn what I'm about to show you now, you see that you will not stress yourself convincing people to buy property. One of the sources of frustration for realtors is that you are selling a property to the wrong person. How can you be selling a 500 million naira property and you are sweating to convince somebody to buy because he doesn't have money? Yes, it's okay to maybe nurture a client. You might talk to a client about a property even when he's not ready. But I'm talking about even clients who are not ready. You can tell if they can afford that property or not. The fact that they are not ready does not mean they cannot afford it. So it's a different ball game talking to somebody who is not ready but can afford a property and talking to someone who is even in the next 100 years cannot afford that thing. And that's what most realtors do. By the time you drop a flyer in somebody's hand, mechanic, you give flyer. Driver, you give flyer. Everybody that you see on the, you give flyer. Under the sun, you are sweating. No. You need to understand how to position yourself so that you can meet your target market. Don't you see these commercial sex workers? They are grade by grade. There are those that you can price 2,000 naira. There are those you can price 5,000 naira. There are those that the only place you find them is 5-star hotel where they sit down because they know their target market. Those guys, I'm sure, I've never, but I'm sure that, those ones, if before any man will come to talk to them, you must have at least 500,000 to 1 million to spend per night. So they will go there, buy expensive wine, sit down there, as long as they want, waiting for that target market to show up. I always use this example to illustrate what target marketing is. I was into fish farming so many years ago, and I love it when I'm about to feed my fish, and you pour the feed inside the water. The way they rush the feed, you see, blah, 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 the water will just be splattering. And in 1 second, the meat or whatever you threw inside that water pond will be gone. That is exactly how you sell a market to the right customer. When your customer meets your product, they will rush it, they will grab it because they are hungry for it. If you discover this thing, you will never sweat again. This is why we don't stress ourselves to get customers in Burkina. Because I've positioned my business where the people that need me will see me. And when they call or they fill my form, it is almost as sure as a closed deal. So successful marketing starts with knowing your customers. You know, with these things I know, sometimes it feels a little bit strange when I see people struggling. I'm not saying that there are no challenges in business, but you see, what most people call challenges are lack of knowledge. It's not. Some people think that time will make things better. No, 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 that's wrong. Knowledge makes things better. Knowledge makes things better. There is a knowledge you will grab now. Your business will go by times 10. You will just multiply your business revenue 10 times. There's a knowledge. That's why trainings are important. Some of you, by the end of this class now, you will gain some insight that will just transform your business. So it's not time that changes anything. It is knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge, insight. I see. That's why we use the word I see. When you have that I see moment, the aha moment, your eyes are open. Say, oh, now I know what to do. Now I know what to do. In this same economy, people are making money. Amongst those people that are making money are those that know the secrets of this money making thing. So it's not everybody that is suffering. You know, we like to move in that crowd effect. So we'll just conclude everybody is suffering. Or can't you see the economy is bad? It's a lie. I'm telling you the truth, in this Nigeria, a lot of people are cashing out big time. A lot. Because they know what others don't know. So this training is one of those knowledge banks that can help you to take your business to the next level. So in trying to find your ideal market, I use some type of system. So I'm going to be showing you how I do it myself. Then I will conclude by showing you how you can use AI to do it very simply. Because before the advent of AI, believe you me, conducting market research used to be a very tedious thing to do. In fact, that is the heart of business development. Doing a market research or feasibility study, it used to be very tedious because there is a soft part and a hard part. The soft part, you do it online, you know, where you do some research, find the keyword, look out for communities that are in need of that product. You know, that I'm going to show you a few of them how to, you know, find, you know, if people need what you want to sell using online tools. Then there are offline ones where you have to go and make inquiries, ask the customers, go to the mall, do videos, ask them to tell you what their feedback is about the product. So it used to be a very, very tedious process. But thankfully, technology is advancing in our times, and AI is now coming to our rescue. So, but that does not remove the fact that these exercises are less important. Okay? So you start from the broadest circle. Ask yourself a few questions. Okay, who is in my circle? So when I want to start a business, for instance, I will use Bukena as an example. I ask myself, who is in my circle? Like, who do I want to serve? Who do I want to serve? Who is in my circle? So I have the first, the second, and the last process to this exercise. Please pay attention. So the first, I'll ask myself, who is the broadest spectrum in this circle? So because our business is into providing cars and domestic stuff, usually you will say everybody that owns a car is in that circle. Or everybody that has a house that needs cleaning is in that circle. Or everybody that has a family is in that circle, because it's a family that will need a nanny or a housekeeper. But that's a very broad circle. Very broad, you know. And it's good if you ask yourself that question and you can see that it's very broad. Like in my own case, a lot of people have cars, so they will need a driver, right? But it's too broad. You can't use that to find your ideal customer. So you have to still narrow it down. a little bit. You have to still narrow it down. Make that circle smaller. Yes, it's good to start with that broad circle. Who is in my circle? So in your own case, in real estate, for instance, who is in your circle? You can say anybody that needs that has money. Yes, every rich man in Nigeria, for instance, that don't want to invest is in my circle. But that is not enough in identifying your target market. You still need to narrow it down a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so you narrow it down. For instance, I must say, okay, amongst those people that have land, okay, let me use Pukena for instance. So among the people that have cars or houses, who among them have the revenue to maintain a driver? So you talk about their salary rate, their income level. So you can see I'm narrowing it down now. So yes, everybody has car, but not everybody can afford a driver. And true, not everybody that has a car can afford a driver. So among the people that have a car, how many of them have a monthly or annual income that is big enough to have a steady car? Like in my business, anybody that can, we have customers that have stayed with us for 3 years, 4 years. In fact, we have a customer, a client, who has about 6 to 7 domestic staff from Pukena, from driver to chef to housekeeper to nanny. Every month, that one customer pays us nothing less than ₦1 million, you know, in salaries, just to settle all the domestic staff. And that is even small. My mentor runs an outsourcing company, and he was gisting me the other day. He told me that they have a client. I won't mention the name of the company because they are bigger than Pukena by. In fact, they have 11,000 outsourced staff. My mentor. So he said they have one customer that pays them 100 million every month for their staff. Because let me mention the name of the client they have, MBC, Nigerian Bottling Company. So they are in charge of their staff, you know, outsourcing and all that management. So every month, say one customer pays in 100 million for staff salary under their management. I was like, wow. I said, sir, you are in money. Hey, he laughed. He said, you are just coming. Don't worry. Keep building, keep building. And I love that encouragement. Okay. So who is in your circle that can afford? Where do they live? Where do they stay? So you keep narrowing it down. It's called niche marketing. You are niching it down from broad to niche. We're able to, I'm going to show you what is called a customer persona. A customer persona. By the time you do this exercise, you will come to a final niche and design a customer persona. A persona, I'm going to define it later on, you know, and a fictional, an identical person, somebody that represents your target customer, you know, by name, by age, by where they live, by their behavior, by their pain point, their problems. You will define it such that wherever you see that personality, whenever you encounter that person, you know you have met your customer. This is the importance of this topic. It makes you become a focused business owner. You can deliberately go to certain functions knowing that you are going to run into your customers, your target market. You can go to some churches or a church knowing that, I will meet my target market here. You can go to certain places knowing that I'm going to meet my target audience or my target market here. You will no longer waste your energy talking to the wrong person. That's the importance of target audience exercise. It will help you reduce stress. You won't talk to everybody. I mean, I'm too busy to talk to every Dick and Harry. But when I see my customer, I pull out my business card and I make the connection. You can't see me talking to everybody. No. I know who my target audience is, and they never fail. In fact, I'm going to also show you how to use online tools to source for them. And that's where I am stronger. I'm not good in physical marketing. I don't know how to go to, I said this year I'm going to start networking, physical networking, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I have a lot of limitations in terms of physical interaction with other people. But when you come to online, I'll be lion. I can source my target market from wherever they are, anywhere in the world, and I will make money from them. That's where I have strength. That's where I have my strength. So when you have understood this, you ask yourself, this target market, what are their pain points? Remember in the previous class, I talked about what problem are you solving? So here we are meeting it again. What are their pain points? All right, what is their problem? For Pukena, I identified that my target audience have a problem getting reliable drivers. They have a problem getting verified drivers because they are rich people. They are very security conscious. So they are not after how much to pay. They just want to make sure that the driver you give to them has been verified. And that's why we are one of the few companies in Nigeria that go as any length to verify a driver before we deploy that driver. We can run some extensive criminal record check on a driver before we deploy that driver. Because we know that that is one of the major pain points of our customer. We also identify another pain point that different online platforms make it too complicated to hire these people. Before we started Pukena, I saw that a few people that were doing what we wanted to do, their platforms were too complicated. Okay, they want you to register as a customer, before you start filling it. So the process is very, very difficult. I tried. I won't mention the name of one of my competitors. Up till now, the website is very confusing. You want to hire a driver, you want somebody to be cracking their head on how to use your website. So I said, I now design a very simple way. If you see our website, look at it now. It's not even it's not fine, but it's effective. This website is where people come to hire drivers. Why is it not opening now? Hello, can you guys hear me? Because if this website is not open, that means the network is bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. So I'm wondering why the link is not open. I opened it before the class. Okay, let's wait for it. So the website page is so easy. They land on the page and get the information they need to get about our business and fill a form. Simple. It's called a landing page with a call to action button. The call to action button is just to fill that form. Very simple, no stress. Okay, that's open. So now look at it. So Pukena.ng personal driver, you need a driver, you just come here because they want to know our prices. I made it easy. Just the plans are there, regular package, one-off package, you know the difference. Look at our prices, Monday to Friday, 140, Monday to Saturday, 150. You go to, once you finish reading and you are okay, bam, you just click this button. And if you take you to a form, you just fill the form, you get, and the form will get to us. Nobody will ask you to open an account with us or register. No, once you fill that form, automatically we have your details. You have registered with us as a customer. All right, very simple, two-step process to getting a driver. Two-step process. So when I was designing, looking for other platforms before coming to design my own, I saw that they had a lot of bottlenecks on their platform that made it very difficult for people to, so I said, okay, that's a pain point. Because me, it's when I suffer on something, I will know what other people are likely to suffer on that same thing. And I suffered. I tried doing some research for drivers, and I saw that many platforms is difficult. It's difficult. They just use beautiful website to bamboozle you. You can't know where to click to get what you want. No. I said, no. So I designed something simpler, and it's working for me. So you ask yourself, what are your customers' pain points? All right. What are your customers' pain points? Very important question. In that your business, what are your customers? When you have identified your target audience, then what are their pain points? In real estate, for instance, a lot of I'm going to use the real estate for the next few examples. I'm going to be showing you guys. If you're in real estate, you can use that example to do that exercise on your own. The next question is, where does your audience live? Now, this live is not just talking about physical location. In fact, as we are living in a digital economy, what I mean by this question is, where do they live online? Let me tell you something about marketing. We live in a digital world right now. It is easier to reach more people online than offline. In fact, if you try it now, you say you want to market land or property to one rich man in Banana Island. Before you even cross the security gate, security man will turn you back. So the hindrances are too much for physical marketing. You cannot rely on billboard. Billboard, how many people look at a billboard when they are driving? In fact, some of those billboards, people are beginning to lose trust in them, because it's just a general message. It's not addressing any specific person. Children will go to school, they will see it. Drivers are driving their car to work, they will see it. So it's just a general, they are targeting everybody. But if you want to do adequate target marketing, you need to learn online. You need to learn digital marketing, because it will help you to narrow your marketing to specific niches. For instance, Facebook ad, you can actually narrow your audience to specific demography by age, by gender, where they live, how much they are making, what they are watching, where they go to, their habits. Oh my God, you can narrow your niche marketing to specific behaviors. I used to run Facebook ad for realtors, and where I cash out more is my knowledge of targeting the rich. In fact, I have a course on that, how to sell to the rich using Facebook ads. Very powerful course. If you are selling real estate and you are some of you just go and put real estate when you are targeting. When you put real estate, Facebook will show your ad to realtors, because realtors are people that usually use real estate when they are filling their bio on Facebook. So filling real estate does not mean you can buy land. So we have other ways of knowing the people that have the economic power. We call them high network individual, network, HNIs. There are ways we find them online, and then we sell products. So when we want to sell luxury product, expensive product, and I'm using that system for Pukena too. It's not everybody that needs a driver now. Before you hire a driver, you don't chop belly food. Yeah, so my target market are also the same people that can buy land. All right, so the same people that can buy luxury items, the same people that like to travel abroad every time. Those are my in fact, most of my clients are not even in Nigeria, but they maintain their drivers. They are paying them salaries every month, because while they are away, the drivers are working for the family, taking the children to school. So where does your audience live? This is a very big exercise. This class might not cover all this in details, because I can't start teaching you Facebook ad targeting and all those things. But I want you to take note of what you can take note, and then know how to augment this knowledge, because this is the heart and soul of marketing. This is the heart and soul of marketing. You need to pay close attention to it, and so that you will stop wasting money targeting the wrong audience. Now, when you have done these exercises, remember the exercises. Let me show you again. Who are in my circle? What are their pain points? Where do they live? Especially online. You can actually ask them, where do they live offline? All right. For instance, I moved to the island when I realized that 90% of my clients, when I was in mainland, 90% of people that were hiring drivers were on the island. So I was in Surulere, but I was always bringing people to the island. So I told myself, why am I stressing myself? Let me Kukuma come and live here and put my office here, so that it will be easier for these people that want to come and see me in the office to come, instead of telling them, oh, I'm in one remote area in Surulere. Okay, so I discovered my audience were living on the island. So I moved there. Okay, so you ask yourself, where is your audience? Where is your audience? If you want to sell properties to rich people, luxury people, you can also you need to change your environment too. You need to live where you want to sell. I don't know how to put it. No, that's wrong. You need to live the part. That's like they say, dress the part. You need to live the part. You can't be living in Okokomaiko and you're selling property in Banana Island. No, now you know the jail. It doesn't jail. When people ask me, where's your office? I tell them, Lekki Phase 1. The way they respect me, they say, wow, okay. You know, their mindset will change. And that's why when I tell them my driver is 200,000 per month, 300,000 per month, they will pay. Because they will say, this agency will get office for Lekki Phase 1. They are not small people. But imagine if they ask me, where's your office? I say, I'm in Yaba or I'm in Ijesha. They will say, Oga, where is that place? All right, so pay attention to that. Where does your audience live? So when you have answered those questions, you now settle down to create a customer persona. A customer persona. What is a customer persona? A customer persona represents a group of similar people in a desirable audience. So the similar people with the same interest, all right, they are fictional users whose goals and characteristics represent the need of a larger group of users. So it's like using one person to define a group of people. Okay, if you check your business and you notice that a certain type of people are the one buying from you, it has given you an idea of your customer persona. For instance, as a realtor, I realize that most people that buy land from me are young adults that want to start investing. So they are looking for profitable lands that they can buy cheap and leave it to appreciate in value. All right, so they are not looking for duplex of 300 million. They are not looking for big apartments. No, they have not reached that level. They are just young adults that their career is blossoming and they want to start investing. So they have saved a lot of money. So they rely on me to now give them advice on types of land and locations to invest in. So I can build a persona on that set of people and say my customer persona are young adults around 34 years to 40 years, living maybe in a rented apartment, a good career that is earning a particular amount of income, willing to invest, in cheap lands for capital appreciation. That is, I just defined an example of a customer persona. I hope you are getting me now. You do the same for your business. You can define a customer persona based on your interaction with clients. Who are the people that have patronized you most? If you have discovered that that's the people you should focus your energy, you now look out for similar people like that same person. If you are selling product and pregnant women find your product attractive, you don't need to waste your time with single women. Go and look for every pregnant woman and market your product to them will buy. If you are selling something, and if you are running a restaurant, for instance, and you discover a bankers every break period, your restaurant will be filled up with bankers. Why are you wasting time talking to everybody? Just go and market to 10 banks in that area that you have a very comfortable restaurant where they can come and have their lunch, and you are in business. So a persona represents a group of similar people in a desirable audience. I hope I'm making this clear to you guys. So customer persona can help you focus on creating marketing materials for the people who are most likely to buy your products or services. So you can see that it's just like knowing who you are to talk to. So you create a marketing material for those specific people. That's why you see big companies, they don't waste money anyhow. They have their target audience. So when they are designing their marketing material, old people will be wondering, well, what is this rubbish? But it's not you they are targeting. They are targeting the young. So they design their marketing message to appeal to the younger generation. Okay? Some people can never run ad on newspaper because their market is not reading newspaper. So we never run ad on Facebook because their market is not on Facebook. So we never run ad on Google on Google because their market does not do search. So we never even do online marketing because their market is offline. Yes, now the fact that I love digital marketing does not mean that everything must be digital marketing. I know some market women that don't know anything about Facebook who are multi-millionaires. They know how to get their customers. They are not using digital marketing. You get? So all the most important thing, find your market. Jesus. I wish I can just shout this thing enough because this is the key. Find it. If you go to Osho the market, for instance, you see multi-millionaires, even billionaires. They can't even speak English. They don't even know what is Facebook, but they are cashing out. Some people use only Instagram because they know that they are selling a product that Instagram users love. Instagram is good for high-end luxury items, fashion. So if you're selling bags, you're selling accessories, you're selling clothes, it's Instagram. So you see young girls, we don't know anything, but they are crushing it in sales because they are on Instagram, selling their hair, selling their product. If you are talking about Google for such people, you are wasting your energy because it's Instagram. Instagram is where their market or their customer will come and spend the longest time in. That is where their customers live. For me in Pukena, our customers we find them through Google search. All right? We find them through Google search because they are busy professionals. They don't have time on Instagram. They don't have time on social media. When we used to run some ads on Facebook, it doesn't convert. It doesn't convert because we noticed that 90% of our clients, they search for what they want when they want it. So they will just go on Google. I need a driver in Lagos. Boom. Something will just pop up. Let me show you. Let me go to Google, for instance. If you go here and you search for hire professional drivers in Lagos. Sorry, professional drivers. Professional drivers in Lagos. You'll be amazed. See my company, number 2, Pukena. Can you see? Pukena. If you do that search on your computer now, it's the same thing you will see. Sometimes I will be number 1, sometimes I will be number 2. This is a powerful position to be for. We call it keyword positioning or search engine optimization. When you optimize your business for search. If I put nanny in Lagos, let me not even talk too long. Just say nanny in Lagos. Nanny in Lagos, for instance, and search for it. If you go down a bit, you see my company, Pukena Hire a Nanny. Can you see? If you say housekeeper in Lagos, if I this nanny in Lagos, if I even say professional nanny now in Lagos, Because some people use that keyword so that they will not waste their time. You see that I might even come up a little more. Okay, I did not really come up that. I'm going to work on this keyword. You don't say where I touch them. But you can see I'm still on number 1. And you know, all these businesses that are here on number 1, 2, 3, 4 are those that people will go to their website to check. If I say housekeeper in Lagos, professional housekeeper in Lagos, housekeeper in Lagos, I'm even number 1 on that one. Nobody's even dragging it with me. Can you see? This is from Google straight. If I say professional house cook in Lagos, house cook in Lagos, I'm also here, professional cooks in Lagos. Can you see? All the domestic positions, if you type it, I'm there. When I used to even do artisans like carpenter, plumber, let me see whether I'm still ranking high for that. Plumbers in Lagos. Though I don't do this again, but I'm sure I'm still ranking high. If I go down, I'm still there. Can you see? Plumbers in Lagos. So my customers find me easily by search. So you can see that I know where my customers are living and I know how to get them. So I'm getting them effortlessly. I'm getting them effortlessly. So if you know your customers are on Instagram, spend more time on Instagram. If you know your customers are on Twitter, spend more time on Twitter. Anywhere you know your customers are, spend more time there. All right, you can go on Facebook and search for groups that relates to your customers. Groups, Facebook groups that cater to your customer. You can search for them. You can go on YouTube and look for channels that cater to your customers or your audience. Other websites that your customer visits. You go there and post your ads. Some people make money by posting on Linda Ikeji because they know that their customers are always going to Linda Ikeji. So you know where your customer are. Remember the progression. You need to first identify these people, all right, know where they live, then create a customer persona so that you can do effective marketing. And I said here, most businesses have more than one type of customer. So they typically create multiple customer persona to accurately capture their target audience. So each customer persona represents an individual from one of the organization's target groups. So this is essentially saying that you might run a business where you have multiple types of customers, all right? So you can have different customer persona. I do that also. Bukena is not the only thing I do, all right? I run other business. I run an online school where I create courses and people buy. I sell ebooks. So I have a different persona, a customer persona for that business. Okay. For real estate, you have your own persona. So you can have a business that have more than one persona, but just know, like I have taught you in the last few classes, focus. If you are just starting, don't have plenty of them, because the more you have different customer segments, the more you are going to stretch yourself to reach out to them. So start with one customer persona so that you can effectively answer their problems and meet their needs. So the reason to create customer persona, like I've already said, so that I can better understand the customer perspective. All right? You are not building a business that for yourself. A lot of people create a product that they love. They create a product or a service that they love. No, that's a mistake. You create a product that customers love. This is key. This is key. All right? You are not to build a business you love. Some people spend a lot of time in planning. They are just inside it. I used to be that person. I can spend months oh, designing a business plan. I love this business. No. Go out and test the idea to know if a customer loves it. You don't need to spend so much time to make it beautiful. Just try it out. That's what we call MVP, minimum viable product. Take the version, a simple version of that product, and go out there to test. You are not building something for yourself, you are building something for a market. So it is their cost, that perspective that determines if you should continue in that business. It's not your own perspective. I used to make this mistake in the past, where I'm in love with one idea. Even when it's failing, I am so in love with it. I don't want to let go of it. You're not making money, you are just, no. It is what the customer wants that you should be selling. It's not what you want. If you stay in your house and you invented something, maybe you invented a unique product or a special juice, and you test it, you love it. Oh, this thing goes sweet. Oh, until you find people that will love it, you are not in business. No matter, some people want to convince people to love something because they love it. No. I wish I have time to explain this. So you don't sell it because you love it. If a customer doesn't love it, you are not in business. Simple as short. That is one of the reasons you should create a customer persona. So that it can also be easier to create customized content. So when you have a persona in mind, whenever you are writing online, when you are designing a post on Facebook, when you are typing an article, anything you are creating, even making video, you know who you are targeting. When I started my YouTube channel, I know that the content there is going to be for low-income earners. So I know that the people that will come to learn those videos or listen to those videos are people who don't get money. They want somehow, they just need something to start doing. So I made this video simple. I look for topics that business idea you can start with 100,000. You know, because some of the low-income earners are earning 100 and below. So why should I be going there to be teaching exotic business topics that, you know, is not within the reach of the target market? So you need to know your target market when you are creating content. And obviously, for effective ad targeting. That's one of the reasons you need to have a customer persona in mind so they can target right. When you spend money on Facebook, you know who you are targeting. Very important. Very important. I want to rush because time is running. I want to show you how to use AI to do this. Okay? So I want to rush. So how do you create a customer persona? I've already described it in my explanation, but let me just read it out. So creating an accurate customer persona begins with research, which I'm going to show you the easy way to do using AI. So you need data. So in the olden days, you need data. You must research. So this is a game of numbers. In fact, in those days, market research, you will have to do physical research to know how many people, if you have enough market for that product, how many people are buying it in a month? How many people, you can go to a mall and stand for 1 week or 1 month to see if people are coming to buy other product that looks like the one you want to invent or want to bring to the market. You will check. You can go and ask the mall owners, please, how many people bought this soap today, this liquid soap? They will tell you, this month, we have like 100 people. Okay, 100. Next month, you come back again. How many people bought it? This 93. Okay. You can do it for 5 months to have an average of the number of people that came to buy that product before you go and bring your own. Then you can stand there and come and ask them questions. See, you that bought this liquid soap, why do you keep buying it? They will tell you. Okay, why you are using it? Is there anything that you have noticed that you can, the owners can improve? They say, yeah, I wish they can make it more foamy. I want it to be foam. Ah, it's okay, okay, okay. So that is how to do research. But thankfully, these days, you can actually do soft research using AI and technology. Okay? So you need data about your customers, including demographics like age, the age bracket that buys that product, location, household, education, occupation. Okay? In fact, you can go as far as describing their goals and barriers or pain points. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So that I have already said all these things. You can use different ways to collect this data, but I'm going to show you the easiest way using AI. But traditionally, you will use things like reviews, reviews to collect, ask them for reviews, interviews, conduct customer interviews, analyze web data. You know, there is this tool I used to use some years ago. It's called Keyword Planner, Google Keyword Planner. All right, Google Keyword Planner. I don't have time to illustrate how it is. We can go to YouTube and search how to use Google Keyword Planner. It will give you an insight to the number of people that searches for a particular keyword in a month. All right. So it will also tell you whether that keyword has a high competition or low competition. Whether that keyword it has a high quality or people are bidding for it during advertising on Google. So it's part of the research you can conduct. You can also use Google Trends. You can try to find out different businesses that are trending. Some products that are trending, you can just type it. You can please write it down so that on your own you can do those research. So you can find out from Google Trends the number of of people interested in a particular product, and you just put the name of that product. Google will give you a graph of the usage. It's a powerful tool. So there are different ways you can do your market research to get data for your product before you start. Before you start. You can send out surveys and ask questions, and people will fill it and return to you. But this used to be a very, very traditional way. People just send out surveys, ask questions on those surveys. They send it to your email, you fill it and return. So if you have an email list of 5,000 people, you can get a lot of data from them. Not all of them will fill it anyway, but the few that will respond to your survey can be some invaluable data for your business. So example of customer persona for real estate consultant can be like this. All right, you give it a name, give him a name. I call this person Ben, a land buyer, Mr. Outright. So who is Ben? Ben is a 38-year medical doctor working with an international medical outreach organization that posts him to different war-torn regions and countries. He has 2 kids and plans to relocate permanently to the UK. His goal is to invest in profitable business ventures and investment opportunities that doesn't require his direct involvement. He has a barrier. He needs a reliable investment advisor, and his money loses value due to inflation. So this was exactly the type of people I was selling land to. So that is why I designed this persona. So I called him Mr. Outright, a young adult with a good career, all right, making some good salary. But he doesn't have time because he needs to make more money. So he's relying on people like me to give them advice on profitable investment opportunities in landed properties. So all I do is to partner with a company that sells land, and I'm just giving my friend advice and making my commission. So that is persona number 1. Let's look at the second persona. Mike, the instrumental house buyer. So I have this second type of customer that I dealt with. Mike is a 40-year-old dad with 3 young kids. He's a software engineer with master's degree and lives in Lagos mainland. To purchase a 3-bedroom flat that has a flexible payment plan up to 24 months, which is his goal. So he wants to move his family to his own apartment. Now he's on rent. So he wants to move, but he doesn't have money to buy outright. So he's looking for, opportunities to buy instrumentally because he earns salary and needs a flexible payment plan to accommodate his salary. So this was my second type of buyers. Remember, I showed you the first type of buyer, Mr. Outright. The young man, like he's making money. I'll just call him and say, hello, I have a land, so place, it's very affordable, 2 million naira. Send me money, let me buy it for you. And he'll send money. So every month or every quarter, I have already helped him to plan his investment program. He has already called me and told me, you are going to be my investment advisor when it comes to properties. I have this budget for lands every quarter. Every quarter, you just come and collect it. So my job is to find investment opportunities for him before that quarter. And he will always release the money. So if I have 20 of that kind of burn, I'm in business. Then the second customer persona I have is that young man who is currently living in a rented apartment but wants to live in his own apartment one day. So he wants me to help him find good off-plan property that he can begin to pay for 24, maybe 12 months, 24 months before he can take possession. So you can see how I've been able to create 2 customer persona for my real estate business effortlessly. So now, if I'm running ad, I know who to target. I will use these same characteristics to look out for the audiences that look like this person. It's called look-alike audience on Facebook, and I will target them. And once they see my ad, they know, who is this guy that knows what I need, and they will reach out to me. So this is the beauty of doing this research. It will save you a lot of stress. I see a lot of people doing a lot of things in the name of marketing. I just shake my head. Marketing is not supposed to be guesswork. It's supposed to be a targeted, deliberate, intentional action designed for productivity and result if you do it right. So let me round up this class showing you, because I know that what I just showed you this night can be a handful. All right, there is a whole lot. But let me show you the easiest way. But mind you, these tools I'm about to show you should not stop you from using the traditional method I've already shown you. This is just to help you validate what you are doing traditionally. So the tool I'm going to introduce you to is called ChatGPT. ChatGPT. This AI tool is a popular AI tool that can, if you check the history of my searches, you see that I breed this. I use this tool to make money actually. In fact, this tool, I tell you what I do with ChatGPT, God. Thank God for AI. I use this tool to create amazing books and sell in few hours, and I make millions. I can create a video script and turn it to video using this tool and make a lot of money. This is God's gift to mankind. So you can use it also for market research. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, I don't know if you can see this document I'm about to open here. Now, how does ChatGPT work? It works with prompt. Can you see the document? I just pulled up a document. Can you see it?
No, we can't.
Because I know that when you are sharing screen, you may not, it will only show you what is on the browser. It may not show you if you open a file. But I'm going to just, I will send it to you guys. If I forget, please remind me. So I said here in this document, step 1 of using ChatGPT, you have to use what is called prompts. All right, prompts. I said before crafting a marketing strategy, it's crucial to clearly define the target audience. This will ensure that all communication is tailored to their needs, preferences, and pain points. I've said all those ones. So I'm going to use some prompts to help you design or get.
Can we see the screen? Can we see this on your screen, please?
Don't worry, I'm going to paste the prompt. I'm going back to my screen. Just hold on. I'm coming back to my screen. So let me copy the. I designed this document and I have been using it to train on this topic. So I'm going to copy the first prompt. I'm coming back to ChatGPT on the screen, so don't worry. So I come to my ChatGPT and I paste this. I'm going to read it out. So I will tell Chat, can you see my screen now? I am launching a new product.
We can't.
No, now.
I can't see the screen.
Since when? Oh, when did you stop seeing this? The screen is, I'm back to the screen now.
Yeah, I can only see you and Lovett. I can't see the screen. Can Lovett see the screen?
Oh, since when? So all the slides.
Yeah, since you've been talking for maybe 10, 15 minutes.
That's strange. And Zoom is showing you are screen sharing.
Okay, I wanted to try it too. So I'm not screen sharing. I just want to.
Let me stop sharing and then I will share again.
Okay.
Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can.
All right. Thank you so much for that notification.
You're welcome.
All right. So I just pasted a prompt. I'm telling ChatGPT, I'm launching a new product or service. Now here you are going to describe your product or service. So can you help me identify the ideal target audience? Please include demographic details such as age, gender, location, psychographic detail like interest value. So I'm going to change this to, I'm launching a new driver outsourcing. You can use, when you're doing your own site, can use your specific business idea.
Can we use, sorry, for the benefit of this, since we just have some people
okay, let's use real estate.
Can we use real estate? And maybe pre-construction, for example. Thank you.
Okay, what do you call, how do you call it? What's the full name of your business?
It will be pre-construction. That's what you have mostly in Nigeria as well, right? Where the building is not built yet.
So we call that, no, in Nigeria we call it off-plan.
Okay, off-plan, okay.
So your business, you are selling those off-plan properties to potential buyers, right?
Okay, and then once they make payments, right, they use that money as well to complete the building. Yes.
Okay, so we are going to go. I'm launching a new business that is into selling off-plan properties in Nigeria. All right. Can you help me identify the ideal target audience? Please include demographic details such as age, gender, locations, behavior, and behavior patterns. So now this is a prompt. You can type it out. Let's see what ChatGPT is going to tell us. This is the power of ChatGPT. Wow, it's coming. So it's telling us, yes, here's a breakdown of your target audience for selling off-plan properties in Nigeria. So the demographic details: age 28 to 55 years old, young professionals, upwardly mobile individuals, experienced investors, gender, male and female, income level, middle to high income earners, like 500,000 per month and above, or equivalent in business revenue. You can see it has already given you their income level, occupation, corporate professionals, entrepreneurs, expatriates, high network individuals, and Nigerians in diaspora. Their location, primary location will be Lekki, Lagos, Lekki, Victoria Island, Ikoyi, Eko Accra. I love this. I love this. Oh, ChatGPT is wonderful. It's telling you, oh my God, Abuja, Maitama, Wuse, Warempa, Port Harcourt, and other high growth cities. Can you see? Secondary location, Nigerians in the diaspora, UK, USA, Canada, UAE, etc. that are looking to invest in property back home. Psychographic details, their interest. They are interested in real estate investment, passive income, wealth creation, luxury living, property appreciation, modern architecture. They are following business and financial news, networking events, financial independent communities, and values. And their values are long-time financial security, exclusivity, status, premium lifestyle. Miss Catherine, this ChatGPT is telling you who your target market is if you want to do this business. So you have to settle down and go through this. Now look at their behavioral pattern. They are actively researching property investment opportunities, engaging with real estate content online on YouTube. They're always engaging with real estate content. They prefer pre-launch pricing and early investment. And it's true, most of the properties I bought, I wait until they are pre-launching. So because the prices are cheaper, because, oh my God, I love this. Interested in mortgage financing and flexible payment plans, likely to attend real estate expos, webinars, and property. So when you use this information, you can now look out for where these people are, and then you can go ahead and target them. Let me get another prompt. So you can say, please create a customer persona for my business. We offer, okay, so this is a second prompt. I think it's just the same thing. You have identified the clock. Just give me a second. Okay, it's just the same thing. So you can use another prompt saying, please create a customer persona for this business. We offer the name of the product or service, including information such as job role, income level. Okay, including information such as job role, income level, buying motivations, and common. So let me paste this prompt and see what ChatGPT will tell me. I know it's a repetition of the first prompt, but let me paste this and see whether it will give us. So I'm going to just copy. We offer offline property to Nigerians. So we offer offline property investment opportunities. Okay. So let me see what ChatGPT is going to tell me, whether it's going to be different from. So now it is giving. Now you see, I used in my class, in my slide, I called my customer persona by name. So now ChatGPT is following that trend by calling this person by name. I love this. So personal name is David Okafor. You can call him the ambitious investor. These are the demography. This is where he stays. His income level per month between 700,000 to 5 million. Educational level is always graduate, university, possibly master degrees. The buying motivation, wealth creation. He wants to invest in off-plan properties for high capital appreciation, and so you can do this exercise yourself, and you can be. Are you still seeing my screen, Catherine?
Yes.
Okay.
I can.
Okay. So you can use this I will just send you this document so that you can use it.
Yes, please. I was going to ask.
Yes, you are going to use the same prompt because here you have identifying their pain points. Okay, if I want to, because there is no time, I would have said, what are some of the common pain points or challenges that my target audience might be facing related to this product? How can my product help? So, okay, let me just do this last one and I call it a day. So I'll just say, let me.
Can we also have this as an assignment?
Of course.
Probably,
of course, you're going to do your own. This is just an
class.
illustration. You're going to give me a full-blown customer persona of your business.
Okay.
What are some of the common pain points or challenges that my target audience might face? So let me clean off this in brackets and I will click enter. Related to my business. How can my product help? How can my business, let me see, how can my business help solve these problems? Wow, let me see. I can't wait to see. Woo! Can you see that? This is beautiful. It's already telling you the kind of pain point your customers are facing. Your target audience are made up of professionals, entrepreneurs, investors interested in off-plan properties. They will face several challenges. Now, look at the challenges. Trust and credibility concerns. Many buyers fear scams, property fraud, project that never gets completed. Oh my God, this is hitting it on point. That's why some people cannot invest in long-term off-plan projects, because some clients or companies will just collect money and they not complete. They worry about land title, authenticity, developer credibility. Some people will even use substandard product to build a house and collect outrageous amount of money from investors. Then you live in that house for 1 year, all the pipes are busting, the walls are peeling. So people have issues with trust. The solution: partner with reputable developers and showcase past successful projects. So if you are partnering with a company that is offering this opportunity, then your strong point should be to use past projects in your marketing. Tell them, use projects that they have handed keys to people. If that company have built estate before and they have handed keys to people, that's your strong marketing message. Provide transparent documentation. So tell them the titles that property is having. Don't just say, come and buy off land. No. This land has C of O. Look at it. Deed of assignment. Government approvals. Offer customer testimonials. If you have done it before and you have sold houses off plan to people and those houses have been delivered to them, use those testimonials to also bring new buyers. Regularly update your buyers on construction progress. This is very important. Some realtors will just sell this off-plan property and disappear. But please make it a point of duty to update your people, the buyers, on the progress of the project. Delayed project completion. This is also a pain point when developers fail to deliver on time. Okay, so you have to partner with developers who have a track record of delivering on time. No stories. Do your projections well. Don't come and tell me, the cost of building materials has quadrupled or have skyrocketed. That's why. No. Do your analysis, projection before you put down a price. And even if you meet circumstances beyond your control, communicate it transparently with your buyers. All right, let them know that, hello, we are all in this country. Look at the evidence of a sudden surge in prices of building materials. These are evidences. So please, you can augment your payment, pay for this, pay additional this, and they will understand. But just keeping them in the dark and running away. We have a lot of abandoned projects in Lagos here, and people have paid for it. And the developers will just abandon them and run away. It's not good now. It's not good at all. lack of market knowledge. So many buyers don't know the best locations for high ROI. So your own job is to offer free real estate investment webinars, telling them profitable locations. Okay, give them projections of their returns on investment, case studies to help them make informed decisions. You have a lot of work to do. Miss Catherine, can you see? There's a lot of work. Hello?
I get it. I think it's a lot. It's a lot, but I think it's something that we can navigate. Also using ChatGPT, because I'm very, very conversant with it.
Okay.
And I use ChatGPT 4.0, which is something I think you're using.
Okay.
And the beauty about it is I'm not even using the paid version, and yet it gives me everything. You know what I mean? Like, it can help. I'm curious because I have a lot of questions to ask you. I hope time permits.
Okay, go ahead. I think I'm running off. Just give me your questions.
Okay, so this is very good, and I'm glad that we have it all. The prompt is very important. It's not about having the ChatGPT, but having the right prompt.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's something that you have shown us here, you know, because you can have it and you put the wrong prompt, it's not going to give you detailed information as what we have that you just did. So thank you so much. I'm going to do that for mine. That's why I'm very excited, because I know that once we close this screen, I'm just going to do it for myself, like just have a very narrow, detailed, process from ChatGPT. I know I can go further with that because it's going to be asking you so many questions and narrow it down to what you really need to do, you know? So, which is very, very good. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I want to start first from because I think this is our third class or the fourth.
Fourth one, yeah.
The fourth, okay. So I missed the third class and the second class, I guess, or the third. So let me just change this here. So the fourth class. I was able to write some things because I didn't start off immediately. I was on my way back when you started. So as soon as I could get a pen and a paper, I just started writing. So I have a lot of ideas, for business, but I just, like you said, let me just focus on this one, which happens to be my real estate, right? The real estate business. You asked a lot of questions with who are in my circle, what are the pain points, where do they live, so I have a lot of questions. Let me start with this one now. Because you said find your market, and then you said something about, I said real estate market, right? Where would that fall under? Instagram, Google search, Facebook, TikTok? From your experience, where would that fall under using social media? What kind of social media do we use for real estate market?
Okay, yeah. So most people that buy real estate are categorized under luxury buyers or high income earners. People that real estate is not something you sell to people impulsively. So they are not impulsive buyers. It's not something people pull out their credit card or their card to buy instantly because you run an ad. All right. So the way I run my marketing for real estate is what I call lead generation. So lead generation is a special type of advertising where you generate leads, quality leads, using different platforms. You can use Google ad, you can use Facebook ad, but the essence of lead generation is that the objective is to gather phone numbers or emails of potential buyers, because knowing that they are not going to buy because you saw your ad, the most important thing is you have to develop relationship with these people, nurture that relationship, and then convert them to buyers. So this is where I'm diving into a specialized training that I charge a lot for real estate consultant, because this is a very, very big stuff. Can you not just design an ad, buy this land? No. When it comes to real estate marketing, you have to respect the buyer first. All right. Nobody buys a product or a real estate product because they saw the ad. you need to, number one, give them the opportunity to know who you are. The people buy from those they know, they like, and they trust. So there is a part of them knowing who you are. So your own is to build a strong online presence as an expert that they can trust. So they are going to part with millions of naira. If it's an average off-land property, it can be the lowest could be 50 million or thereabout for a 3-bedroom semi-detached, or even 100 million. So you cannot expect somebody to just see one ad and just, oh, let me buy. No, they will click on your page. They will go to Facebook, your page, or any platform you are running that ad. They will go and check you out. They will check who you are, check your antecedent, check your previous post, look at your bio. There's work in marketing, there's work. So they will do all those things. Then before they will come back to the ad to now send you a message, or they will send you their phone number, depending on the type of lead generation ad you are running. If it's a form to collect their email and phone number, they will now fill that form and it will get to you. Then at that moment, you now have to reach out to them, because we have hot lead and cold lead. So when somebody fills a form, you need to contact them almost immediately, because the longer you take, the more they will grow cold. So from my experience, when I get anybody fill my form, instantly I will call. They will now ask for more details, flyers, and then we'll take it to WhatsApp. I'll now start sending them flyers about the product, the land or the property, give them more information, and then ask them, when would you like to come for inspection? So you can see it's a combination of social media, generating lead, then offline nurturing of relationship building, then that will culminate into buying. So it's not only social media. Social media, you cannot rely only on it when you are doing real estate. It can be your source of lead. All right, it can be your source of lead. But I'm talking about when you are doing real marketing. Except you want to be marketing to your family and friends who already know you. They know you are selling property. They just call you from social media. But if you are going for strangers and the money is in the hands of strangers, then you need to take them through a journey. It's called customer journey. All right. I'm going to be teaching you the sales funnel for real estate, maybe next class. Sales funnel for real estate, where you see the customer journey from getting awareness of your product, then deciding the decision level, then taking action, and then when they take action, you close them in a deal. Then you can now maintain. The good thing about it, there's another level in that funnel that people don't talk about. It's called retainership, where that person can now begin to advertise you to his friends. When you have one customer in real estate that have bought from you, you have hit gold mine. But that person can now go and tell his friend, I bought this property from Catherine, come and Catherine will be buying from. So we'll show you that one. But I hope I've answered your question, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just waiting for you to say the word funnels, and you did. So yeah, we're on track. I can't wait for the next class. Yeah, I was just waiting for that, because it's a complete, like you said, complete marketing, which I just wrote down. The lead generation has to do with the funnels, right? From what you've said.
Yeah.
The funnels, the customer experience, right?
Yeah.
That will pull them through that funnel. It's like a journey, right?
Yeah.
Asking them questions with and then not just asking them questions, but trying to get their email, their phone number. Like you said, you want them to be able to know you, like you, and trust you, right? So conversion and all of that comes after with the off market and all of that. So yes, I got that perfectly well. So I'm just very excited for the next class. Thank you.
Amazing.
So
love it.
When you
okay, go ahead, Catherine. You still have some question.
Oh, yes, I'm saying that, and I'm sorry about that. I just have a lot of when you were talking and explaining, it's just like I have other ideas, but I don't know if it's something that I have to share here or just kind of wave it. for now. So
Okay,
I was looking at the, okay, yeah. One of the things you said we should do also was to, find their pain points and where they live, their circle of, we should start with our circle of influence, right? Now, and then their circle, right? Who are in my circle? Okay, first the circle of influence, the people in my circle. What are their pain points? Where do they live? Where can I find them online, offline? So create a customer persona. That's what you said. Similar people with the same interests, like selling to rich people, people who can afford that property. In my own case will be pre-construction, right? So I kind of narrowed it down to what I have sold in the past and the people I have sold to, which gave me a better idea with the way you're saying it. Didn't put that into consideration. You cannot sell to everyone. So I'm looking at families who are just first-time home buyers. I've noticed that I've been selling to a lot of first-time home buyers and investors, which are second-time, third-time, fourth-time home buyers, people who are interested in buying for the purpose of using that for investment. So I've noticed that, and then I haven't tried this on Google yet or ChatGPT, but I kind of looked at the previous my previous buyers, and then I noticed that we're talking about 34 to actually 55 of age. 34 in the sense that they're just having their first family, they're pretty young, coming into this, save some money, probably working very well, earning a lot, and they want to buy their first property because they're not thinking about just buying investment. They want to buy their first property first. And then I'm looking at 55 because those are the people I just closed right now. And those are the ones who want to buy now because of retirement. They want to buy and then have that residual or that income coming in. So thank you so much. I've been able to narrow it down with that. Thanks.
You just summarized my class in 5 minutes. Amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy. Like,
Thank
my God. You just summarized my class in 5 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much.
Rapt attention.
Yes, I am because you are filled with a lot of wisdom. You're filled with a lot of experience, right? So, and that's what I'm tapping into. I see the way you're very, very, very open, telling us the truth and just giving it to us here raw. So that's the reason why I always want to show up and I always want to listen to you attentively. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. In fact, this night sleep, I'm going to have a wonderful sleep. Like you are one student in 10 or 20. Wow. Love it. Do you have anything to add? You have a question or contribution before we wrap it up? Amazing. Wow.
Okay. Thank you very much for this nice section. Okay. Based on what both of you were actually doing, I was just taking notes when you were teaching. I was just taking notes, and the answer to some of the questions was coming immediately, and I was putting them down. So what I resolved is that was why I said I want to see the second prompt.
Yeah.
What I resolved is I'm going to follow the prompt because this GPT also I used it when I wanted to get my business proposal. I used it, and there was a word ChatGPT gave me about that my product. That is lactose intolerant. That my product should be very good for those with lactose intolerance. And actually, the product was actually designed for that. And to be sincere, today I sold the product to someone because of I mentioned that word. I just said it's very good for those with lactose intolerance. I'm lactose intolerant too. I need it. And she paid.
Sorry to interrupt you, love it. Even when you mentioned it, I knew it was lactose intolerance. But because I didn't want to disrupt you, I just kept quiet. But that product you're really doing will help a lot of people who cannot take dairy products. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. So I just resolved I'm going to follow the prompts that you have already laid down and have my own put everything I need down. And I'm going to share the slide with you in due season because I'm writing a whole lot.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Oh
I really
my God.
appreciate you, and I appreciate
I appreciate your commitment to this class. I don't know. I feel so fulfilled teaching both of you tonight. Despite that we had over 20 registrations in this program, over 90% of them have not shown up, or they have been watching the video, the replays. I don't know why. So, but those of you that have been coming regularly, I really appreciate your presence. I know that, time will tell the investment you are making in these few days that you're spending with me. Time will tell. So I really appreciate you. I'm going to make this replay very available for us to also rewatch, and then I'm going to share the document. I think the first document that talks about defining your business, I will share it on the group. I promised to share it. I forgot. Now I'll share this one about ChatGPT. All the prompts are there, so you can use it to do your analysis. So you can always send me feedback, anything you might want. I also share my email in case you want to share a file with me that is big for WhatsApp, and you can send it through email. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time. God bless you, and have a good night rest.
Yeah, but before you go, you go, please, can you throw this as a bonus for us? At the end of your course, you've mentioned something about creating books and also creating, I don't know if it's about the video, something.